The New York Times put out its list of the 100 greatest films of the 21st century, but we're not going to watch 100, we're going to watch the top 30. So join us on this journey as we watch 30 films in 30 days. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Cinematic Trinity, in our series where we're watching 30 films in 30 days. And at number 11 is Mad Max Fury Road. Very excited to talk about this one because I really like this film.
It's a very good film.
Yeah, there we go. End of the episode.
Done. 25 seconds.
But the 2015 George Miller directed sequel to the Mad Max films, which I think were like 80s, 90s, the last few came out, starring Mel Gibson. Tom Hardy's in the driver's seat this time around as Max Rottenkowski, I think his name is.
He has a last name.
He does have a last name,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He's in this. Charlize Theron plays Furiosa. Yeah, where to even begin about this movie? It's just a big action film, isn't it? Like compared to
there is no stopping in this.
No. Compared to like every other film we've seen on this list, this is the most like action heavy.
Yeah, 100%.
There is a story here, which I think for the most part is good. I really like the world building in this film, like the actual setting of this apocalypse and like the kind of exposition you get at the beginning where it's Max's narration. It's like the news report saying that there's been war for like gasoline and water, and it kind of just sets it up perfectly. But yeah, it's essentially just one big car chase across the map with Furiosa taking the brides of Immortan Joe to try and get them somewhere, and Joe chases them, and Mad Max is there as well. He's not really a massive player in the film. Like Tom Hardy hardly speaks in this movie. But what do you think, like on the whole, like again, like performance-wise, like the characters in the world of Mad Max?
It's all very well done. Like it's all believable that this kind of wasteland could happen in like an apocalyptic world. And I think I really like that all of the characters are so eccentric. It's like a lot of Immortan Joe's kind of gang. Like you have the guy from Bullet Farm and Gastown. And, and like Rictus, and like they're all very colourful characters. Like very unique and like really good design.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you've got things like that. The acting, I mean, I really like Charlize Theron. I really like Tom Hardy. You can't go wrong with like with these kind of actors, and they deliver a really good performance. And I think their chemistry on screen as well is really good.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of believe that, like, I like the initial attrition like between them, and then it's kind of like we both need to get out of here.
It's funny you say that because they hate each other on set. Like,
really?
Yeah, like that's kind of the behind the scenes drama, is that they really didn't get along. Like Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. Yeah, it's like one of the big...
it kind of adds to the dynamic, because that is the kind of vibe that they go for in the
Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult's
really good. Yeah. I mean, he's good in everything, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't fault the guy.
He's a good actor.
I think this is for his only appearance on this list. I think, like, good on him. Good for seeing him in this this kind of movie.
Yeah.
Hello to no.
I was going to say he was in Nosferatu, but that's not.
Nosferatu.
We just watched it very recently.
Nosferatu should be on the list too, but it's not.
What about X-Men?
Yeah, X-Men. Yeah, get one.
First class.
X-Men: Days of Future Past, where's Nicholas Holt's representation? But no, he's really good, and like are they the bride? No, what are they called? His wives, sorry. Immortan Joe's wives, like, they each have their own characteristics among them. So everyone is diverse and unique, and, like, they all come together into this really good, like, ensemble cast. And, like, again, you mentioned the word colourful in your description there. This film is gorgeous, I think, to look at. I really like the visuals of this movie. This kind of vibrant, highly saturated environment. Like, it's just... I'd say it's one of the most unique looking films, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think there's something to be said about, like, because this world that, like, well, obviously George Miller did he do the original Mad Max?
Yeah.
So like this world that he kind of created, like, and then did he do Furiosa?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh dear. I was gonna say that Furiosa really didn't capture the same energy that this one did, but It was the same director, so what did he do wrong?
It's one of those, like, looking at the behind the scenes for this is really interesting, because, like, he was meant to have made it with Mel Gibson, like, back in, like, the 90s or whatever, but they didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah.
And they kept trying to, they were going to do a film where, like, there wasn't any dialogue, so, like, anyone could watch it and, like, get what was happening. And, like, it was, like, start, stop all the time. They had some of the cars, like, pre-made, and then finally, when it got round to, like, this film, which I think Tom Hardy came on in like 2009, and they still hadn't made it. So like, it really is like so many years in the making, and like it pays off really well. But like you say, like Furiosa compared to this, especially this film's like greatest strength, I think, is the practical, like, and CGI. Like, you can't say there's not CGI in it, but like how well those pair together to just make these action set pieces look just awesome.
Yeah,
you know, like the cars and stuff, and like when it's the first fight on like the war rig and like the war boys jumping everywhere and like jumping onto the cars, it looks like it's happening. Like, it looks like everything is like real. Like, honestly, you can like just gush about it so much. But that's just the perfect marriage between visual effects and stunts and practical stuff, because like everything just looks like it's happening. I also give the soundtrack props as well. Like, it's pretty epic, would you say is the word? Like, it's like Junkie XL, who he's done a few films. He did like Batman v Superman with like Hans Zimmer. He helped him out during that. So like, he's done some good film scores, and like, Mad Max is no exception, really.
Well, I mean, it has to be in a film like this, whereas all go, you need that soundtrack to back you up, to help keep like the audience keep that energy. Because if you're listening to classical music while they're doing like a car chase, it's not going to give the same impact as when you're like listening to these like kind of high octane.
Yeah, it's always, I always remember the bit like where they were in the sandstorm and like the car goes off and it's like that big like orchestral swell. It's like really like, again, it's very small in the grand scheme of things, but it makes it like 10 times more epic just watching this car get ripped apart by like a sandstorm.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, really good. And like, I'll give props to Immortan Joe as well. What did you think of him as like a villain for like the story, and again in like this world? What did you think of him?
What, just in
just in general.
I mean, he's a funky little character. No, he's very imposing in his kind of in his energy, and you know, he commands his presence when he's on the screen. Again, the set, the kind of costume design of him is very good. It's all very brutal. I don't know. You can believe that he would be kind of like this warlord character.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. No, I really like him. He's like not one of the best villains of all time, but you know, for the setting of like a Mad Max film, like it works really, really well. Seeing just this absolute like, and like again, his motivations as well, like why he needs these wives, and like almost you think at the end of the day he just wants like a child, like a normal child, but like he's just going about it the complete wrong way, a messed up sort of way. Is there anything else you want to add about the film before we give our scores and ask the ultimate question?
I don't really know.
I think we've gushed about it quite a lot.
I think we've just sung its praises. So.
Yeah. I can't think of any faults for it. Is there anything for you, like when you were watching it? Is there anything you kind of thought, or if you had to nitpick it, sort of thing?
Not really, like
there you have it, a flawless movie. What?
No obvious flaws.
No. I get Tulip's like whole thing why she's not here is like, again, the plot being a bit too basic. Like, it is just this one long car chase. So I guess if you are wanting something a bit more from it, like again, it's not maybe going to give you that, because it is, as you say, just all go, all action, all the time. And there is some character moments here, but it's not the defining thing of this movie. It is all about the cars and the explosions and all this, like basically everything going on screen. But what would you score it?
Probably give it a 9.
Yeah. I went for a 10 on this. I think it's probably one of my only like 10s I'll give in this series. I think just very unique film. Just really can't fault it. And I think it's a very enjoyable time for it. Do you think it's one of the greatest films of the 21st century?
I'd say so. It definitely sets a kind of good precedent for what you can do with like an action thrill film.
Yeah.
And you know, as you say, blending the kind of practical and the kind of CGI, and making sure that they do merge and not doing it like kind of, because some films do all CGI and you can tell instantly, and it kind of dampens the experience. But if you use CGI to enhance the already practical effects that are there, then that's kind of that's a good way to go.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would, definitely agree. I think even the placement here is pretty good. Like, I'd say, like, I don't think I could put it lower on the list or anything like that. Like, it towards 100 or something. I think where it is here is good.
Of the ones we've watched so far, there's only one, maybe two that I would place in the same category or higher. So
no, fantastic. Well, highly recommend watching Mad Max Fury Road. It feels good to like kind of gush about a film rather than like having to be like, oh well, this didn't really work, or like it's finally a film I can fully agree with on this list. But who knows, the top 10 might prove us wrong, because we are finally there at the precipice of the top 10 greatest films of the 21st century. But what do you guys think though? Let us know your thoughts on Mad Max Fury Road in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.